Hello again. Right, this is part two of the Monday morning video, and I thought I'd share my thoughts about potential second trade and what I'm looking at and how I view the chart. So, had a quick breather, made a cup of coffee, and we can see on the H4 chart I'm looking at now, daily we know is up, it's above the zero line, so that TMT daily thing is green and is suggesting longs. But as I said, we're in a massive downtrend and the markets are in a right state, but I don't do fundamentals, so as you know, pure 100% technical analysis. I have got involved in fundamentals in the past, and I saw a trader lose millions, family money, and it all got very messy. And he was a guy that I got very friendly with, and long story short, it turned out I lost contact with him for after he lost his all that money, millions of euros. And turned out he did murder his wife at one stage and ended up in prison when I googled his name, so that was interesting. Anyway, little side note there, back to this chart. So clearly H4 we can see is the only options here are longs, but if one of these goes red, well, say this one, the histo, then I'll be looking for short scalps. So that should hopefully be the direction of the day. H1, when I started making this video, was green, suggesting I've still got to go long on any pullbacks. Then we get to M30, and that's green. And the beauty of these things is I can tick shorts off my box easily using my indicators, and that's how I've taught my brain to think about trading. It's just, if I can't do that, then I've got to do this, if you know what I mean. If I can't go short, I've got to go long. We know volatility is in the market. The only caveat is that with volatility in the market, then definitely your indicators do tend to lag. You know, people say they lag. Well, that's the proviso. They can't keep up with the movement of the market. But if you've done all your analysis and you've got the higher time frames screaming long at you, then the shorter time frames, you just follow the candlestick analysis, really. You know, breaks of recent, as I did on my 1 minute chart, a break of a recent resistance, like the breakout of that candle there, everything went up. A breakout somewhere down here, as you can see I've drawn a new descending trend line on here. Now I want this to be above zero, green, above the 20 rather, for longs on this 5 minute chart, and then watch for a pullback on the 1 minute and then consider going long again. So, you know, that's my thought processes for this. Oh, by the way, yeah, I do know I made some mistakes on the previous video. I called resistance support, or support resistance, got it the wrong way round. And crucially as well, these MAs were calculated wrongly. I had 72 on there and it should have been 96. The reason for that is, you know, you've got H18, so it's the M3016 times 8 times 4 is 4, it's 32, and then 32 times 3 for the 5 minute is 96, and then 8 times 60 minutes, 6 8's 48, so it should have been 480 for the correct 1 minute MA, which I have changed now. There it is there, hiding in all those lines. I know it looks a bit of a mess, the 480 there. It looks a bit of a mess, but I know what I'm doing, and hopefully if you do this regularly enough, you will too. As you can see now, that's popped up above there on the 1 minute. Definite scalping opportunity. we're spot on. Well, we're 7:03 now, and I would have traded the DAX probably had I not got my trade in already, but as you can see, I'm really relaxed. And that's another interesting thing. This might make you laugh. I used to love having my trades under my belt before the Frankfurt Open, which is exactly what this trade is, and I've done this for years and years and years. And then I'd walk down to the local garage to buy a newspaper, or my wife was a smoker, and often she'd run out of cigarettes, and doesn't smoke anymore, thankfully. And I'd walk past queues and queues of traffic, and I'd be there. I'd already made my day's money, sometimes better than that, and these people were in likely to be driving for an hour or two, and then likely to be towards London, and likely to be driving for an hour or two at night, having done 10 hours at work. And we're all done and dusted by, in this instance, 20 past 6 in the morning. I mean, how cool is that? It's worth the effort, guys. It really is. And hopefully, you know, I mean, I just live and breathe charts, as you know from these videos, but the beauty, you know, I could go down the coast now, or go take my wife out for the day, or whatever, and believe me, that does get done an awful lot. It's a good life being a home retail trader. It's worth the effort, guys. Just keep at it. Don't let anyone put you off. That's why I post these videos, to inspire you. And whenever I find the links like Aussie and Digger One on Forex Factory, post them, because these guys are phenomenal, much better traders than me. But I'm happy, they're absolutely happy, and it just keeps getting better. I'm a year on from last year. I'm probably doubling my income, and the year before that doubled as well, and this year has gone absolutely crazy because of the confidence that these other guys give you. So never stop reading, never stop learning, and never stop improving. And obviously you get some setbacks, but just regroup and keep on going. So keep calm and carry on, as they say. So thank you for watching, and have a good day. I'll be watching this for still waiting. See, that wouldn't have been a trade for me. Sorry, I was just about to go and then I forgot, because the M5 still hadn't done its stuff. Remember, I said M5 needs to pop up, then I'd wait for a little bit of a pullback, which we're getting now, and then I would consider going long on that. So and Alex, I did just quickly have a look at your comment again, and yeah, you know, hopefully you've got an idea of what I do now. I start on, you know, I predominantly look at the candlestick analysis for the 15-minute and so on and so forth with the indicator. More interest is on this indicator now. I trust it that much than or as much, 50-50 now, indicator to candlestick analysis, whereas it used to be 90-10, 90% candlestick analysis, you know, breaks, big candles, engulfing candles, hammers and all that lot, and 10% indicator. I love this indicator so much. The more I use it, the more I'm learning about it and trusting it. So 15-minute was the sort of cut off for today's direction, as it were. As you can see, you know, above zero, and every time it turned green the price pushed up, and it just kept doing that. Then we had this little bit of flatlining in the market. Then 6 o'clock starts, or we get near 6 again, which is that pre-Frankfurt hour, if you like, and things start to happen. And you just need to study your charts. It doesn't matter what currency pair you're trading, they all work roughly the same. Some are more volatile, some are less predictable, which is why I stay away from them. At the moment, the chart of choice is the cable, but it's just because I can get more opportunities during the day, that because you're always following the big money. That's what you have to keep in the back of your mind. And if everyone's looking at cable, all the big money, and the euro of course, but the euro moves so diabolically, it's difficult to slowly, it's difficult for me to get excited about. But that's, though it takes such huge amounts of money to move the euro, and quite large amounts of money to move the pound. I don't know exactly what the figures are, but that trade what everyone else is looking at, and that should keep you a little bit safer, give you a bit of a better edge when you're wondering why price isn't moving quite how you expected it to, and considering getting out, and then all of a sudden it does what it's written on the tin, as it were, and you get your money. So the least amount of stress that you can give yourself is better, in my opinion. Thanks again, and have a great day, guys.